boy. Hey everybody, Spegtacular, the Silverstacular. If you're trying to get some rare coins, it ain't it. It's not the way. No. This VaultBox stuff, and there's plenty of companies out there. I'm picking on VaultBox because I got them in my happy little hands right now. But this is one of those kind of boxes where, you don't know what you're going to get exactly, right? You're going to open it up and spend a lot of money, and you're hoping for one of the hits. And there's a big list right there of some things you could get. Man, it seems so appealing because you're like, man, I got a chance at a coin that I'll never be able to buy, right? No matter how long I save up, I'm not going to be able to afford this $55,000 coin, most likely. But, there's a chance. There's a chance. I tell you what, in my humble opinion, the chance just ain't worth it. And you're going to end up probably as a loser, and you're going to give somebody else the chance. And you're just not going to be the guy. It's a lottery ticket. I mean, realistically is what it is. It's a gamble. And I'm actually surprised this kind of gambling is legal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This mystery stuff, it's kind of on the edge of being legal, I would imagine. But anyways, we're going to unbox these two that I got. And the reason why I bought them is because I wanted to kind of show you guys and talk about this again. I've done this before for VaultBox. I kind of want to just tell people that this ain't the thing. This ain't the way to get your rare coins. You would be much more likely to be able to get one of those really rare coins if you did save up, although some of them are just completely outrageous price. Let's unbox these right now. Let's talk about it. All right, so let's see. For $849 for each box, hey, listen, that would be nice, right, if they were $849 each. But this is what ends up happening. A lot of times these end up selling out very quickly, and it's because they've ended up promising a lot of these boxes to big streamers out there. So you'll see some streamers online, and they'll end up unboxing, I don't know, literally hundreds of these. And so you weren't able to get one at the good price. You had to go pay one of those streamers an extra $300 or so. Hey, VaultBox, great job there. But anyways, we're going to unbox it and see how it did. Since let's just imagine that, they were $849. We got the best price possible. Let's unbox and see how we did. These have already been unboxed, so I do know what they are. They were unboxed live, and what will you get? We're going to see right now. A lot of times people chase the different cores. And so this one right here has a hollow core because it's holographic. The red cores are supposed to be the big hits, and the black cores most of the time means, try again. You got a floor and not a ceiling prize. Here we go. Boom. 1888 New Orleans, Mint State 64 plus. And this is the VaultBox Series 10. Look, it's a nice coin, right? It's got some beautiful rainbow toning to it right there. A lot more blue than anything else, but still very, very beautiful in that light right there. Let's turn it over. Nothing. Bubkiss, not a big deal. Now listen, this looks like a great coin. I totally agree that with you. You're like, hey, what's wrong with that thing right there? Unfortunately, this is maybe like a $300 to $400 coin if you want to go ahead and put a toning tax on it. Otherwise, it's really just, it's not that big deal of a coin. So, at the best day, if I could just call this a $400 coin, we're at more than a 50% loss on our total investment so far. And it's a hollow core. It's one of the, the better ones, really. It's one of the ones you look out for. So, not so good. If you understand that this is a gamble and you like gambling, more power to you. It's your money. You do whatever you want. But if you think that you're going to end up having a come up on, your collection with one of these boxes right here, most likely, right? Probably, and, VaultBox, you can feel free to correct me if you want. There's probably a 95% chance that is not coming true for you. Sorry to say. Whoever had this box are dirty. They had this dirt all over my box. Whoa, what are we talking about? All right, here we go. So share what you unboxed, and we are going to instantly not feel good about this one. It's a black core. We want red cores or hollow cores, and in that particular case, that last hollow core, not that big of a deal. This black core, I'm not feeling. Oh, it's golden in color. We like gold. Okay, that feels good, right? 3.04 grams, California gold nugget, Sonora. Okay, I couldn't point at that on a map if I wanted to. I guess I could Google it though. There is a nugget for you. It's an interesting looking nugget. It looks almost like it was cast and then cut off, right? That's a very, very weird shape for a nugget, in my humble opinion. It reminds me of one of those old finger bars from like a shipwreck or something like that was like kind of cut off. Now this side looks a little bit more regular. That being said, 3.04 grams. Now, typically nuggets, they're not, 999, right? They are very differently depending on the region usually. Let's imagine, though. Let's imagine this was a 999 fine nugget, right? It is a pure nugget. Nuggets typically have a premium for sure. 3.04 grams. Maybe you could justify 450. We could stretch it to $500. Regardless, I'm still at a $349 loss. If we can call this 500, right? We just meet in the middle, say 500. That's still a big, huge loss. And now there's an even bigger loss if you can't buy it directly from VaultBox, right? Because you have to buy it from one of those big streamers who gets the lion's share of these boxes, and then you're really at a big loss. So, I mean, realistically, both coins cost me cost me too much for sure. But I'm about half of my investment with just these two coins right here. So somewhere floating in the air is $849 approximately. You know where that money goes to? That money allegedly goes to the person that is going to win some of these top hits. And so again, that's the gamble. Again, that's your money. If you'd like to do this thing, if you just like to have fun and you hope that you can get this number one right here because you normally wouldn't be able to save enough money to achieve that. And so the slim chance of you getting one of these top hits is kind of what you're going for, then that's fine. I think there's a few unfortunate things that happen. The fact that VaultBox promises these to a lot of streamers and they get the lion's share and then you have to end up paying more through them. I think that that's really sad. But it's very typical from these things right here because otherwise they wouldn't be able to sell out quick enough and bada bang. You'd be, not really hearing about them right now on this channel. They wouldn't be very popular at all. Anyways, I don't know. If you like the randomness, if you like the gamble, then there it is. I personally think that it's better just to go ahead and save up your money and get what you want. If you wanted to buy this right here, you could buy, literally with what I have here, I could buy, or what I paid, you could buy like 4 or 5 of these. So, and that's, to me, this Morgan, although it's, the color is kind of cool, I don't know that I would have bought this particular Morgan out of all the Morgans to find out there. Not that it's terrible, it's just not the one I would have chose personally. And that's something else to think about too is, did you even want that? Were you going for that? Did you want that thing? A lot of times these VaultBox coins, when I see them, and I've watched so many unboxings of these live streamers selling these things. I've seen so many. And a lot of times I see the coins and I'm thinking like, I would never want that. Like that particular coin. There's some off the wall coins that they put in there and I'm sure they got a good deal on them. But anyways, tell me what you think down in the comments below. I'm very curious. Maybe you won on a particular one and you're just, you're stuck now. You're kind of like all in. That can totally happen. You do good one time and you just got that fix. You got that bloodlust, you know what I mean, for new, coins that are really rare and stuff. Who knows? You're jonesing for more action. I don't know. I think there's better ways to do it. Like I said, just save up your money and do it that way. I got to go for now. Appreciate you for watching. Oh, by the way, luckily, because, I bought these and I get to show these off on YouTube, I'll just end up writing these off. And so that's the way I justify getting these. Otherwise, I would never, ever buy these. If I couldn't write these off as, some kind of educational expense, never, ever would I get these personally. I'm very against the gambling stuff. The wheel spins and the games of chance. I've always been very against that stuff. It's just, to me, it's just not the way to do business. Anyways, I got to go for now. Appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular is out. Well, hello, everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. When I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.